December 1st, 1821, Edwardsville, Illinois. Dearest Mary, I must apologize for not writing sooner. Preparations for our social gathering last weekend completely occupied my mind. It seems that my every waking moment was consumed with the details. Ben was giddy with anticipation and enjoyed himself immensely the entire evening. It is not often that we see such diversion in town. So many of our neighbors donned their best to be present. To be sure, it was one of the finest evenings I have spent in some time. We are indeed grateful to our dear friends who offered their aid in making the evening special. Music was a very important part of the festivities. It could be heard throughout the house and property. Jess Price and his son, Washing Will, reveled guests upon their arrival in the old custom of John Canoe. Jess would organize a group of guests, giving each a makeshift instrument, such as bells, a wooden spoon and tin pan, or bones, to which they played and sang an old spiritual all the way to the front door. It was quite a ruckus, but greatly enjoyable nonetheless. Miss Jane played carols at the pianoforte tirelessly throughout the evening, reminding many of memories of yore. The house was filled with so many voices rejoicing in the season. Three of our neighbor girls inclined to dance removed most of the furniture in the dining room to create an admirable dance floor. Miss Cecilia called the dance steps, while Miss Gillen and Miss Casper provided music on their viola and violin. The house was fairly bursting with some activity all night. Members of the Ladies' Presbyterian Society spent the evening preparing gifts for those families who have fallen on difficult times. Much-needed items of clothing and food had been gathered in the days preceding. They were then wrapped in preparation of giving at the earliest opportunity. Their good works are blessings for many throughout the year. Mrs. K. was a godsend, for she assumed the duties in the kitchen, which allowed Win a much-deserved respite from her labors. Win had left earlier in the day to visit family, so Mrs. K. spent a goodly portion of the afternoon and evening baking for the party. Her ginger cake receipt is quite old, and has been handed down through the women in her line for many a year. It is exceedingly outstanding, too. I have tried for some time to get the receipt from her, and this year she gifted it to me. Julia and Elvira were quite overjoyed upon receiving your gift of the Papillo iron. It arrived the day of our party. They had desired such a convenience for some time, but had yet to acquire one. I must say they conspired to master it, then reveal their new curls at the party, but became so engrossed in the task they completely missed the festivities. They tried to convince me to allow them to attempt to curl my hair, but I forgo the opportunity for fear I would be left with a singed bare spot. I shall remain loyal to my rag curls for the time being. Oh, but did they have such an enjoyable evening! Ben enjoyed all of the bustle, as well as the company of his good friends. The gentlemen held court in the parlor while enjoying a very fine French brandy Mr. O obtained from a store in Vincennes. Politics was the topic of the evening, with much banter about the accomplishments, or those proposed, in President Monroe's second term. I find these endless discussions tedious, and found refuge with the ladies. Ben and I are so thankful to our neighbors for helping to see the evening a success. We are truly blessed with so many dear friends. My goodness, the time has gotten away from me, so I shall close for now. The girls have begged I accompany them to Pogue's store to purchase more pomade and papers to use with the new Papillo iron. I do believe they will not be truly satisfied until they have either burned off the other's hair or mastered superb curls envied by all those who see them. Well, they are diverted with your wonderful gift, and I thank you for thinking of them. Give my love to all, and write to me soon. Your most devoted friend, Lucy Stephenson.